Today we are going to learn how digestion works.
Today we are going to see how about the digestive process. Okay, so the digestive tract, it all starts from here. So it starts with from the mouth, esophagus, stomach, intestines, and then comes the anus here. So when we take the food in, the food mixes with saliva and then gets breakdown. It breaks down and then forms a food bolus. Bolus is nothing but the amount of food that we take, in one go. So it forms a bolus and that comes down to the stomach. So when it comes down, the esophagus contracts, and which helps this bolus coming down into the stomach. And when it comes down to the stomach, there is 3 enzymes which breaks down the food and then helps with taking the nutrients and which gets into the circulation, and the other waste material which just comes down. So what are the 3? In the stomach we have got pepsin, lipase and hydrochloric acid. Very easy to remember. Just remember the first words, okay, the first letter of the word, PLH. So if you remember PLH, just write down in the stomach, remember always PLH. If you remember pepsin, lipase and hydrochloric acid. So these 3, it just breaks down, helps with the breakdown of the food, and it breaks down the protein into smaller units, then it breaks down the fats into glycerol, and then it helps with, again with the action, it kills all the bacteria, and then it helps with proper taking of the nutrients from the food. Next, when we come down in the duodenum, what happens? We have got lipase, amylase, trypsin and chymotrypsin. Very easy, LATC. Lipase, amylase, trypsin and chymotrypsin. So this helps again. It is a pancreatic enzyme and it breaks down the fat into glycerol and fatty acids. And amylase, it is an enzyme. It's produced by the pancreas. It breaks down starch into maltose. Okay, it breaks down fat into glycerol. Lipase always breaks down fat into glycerol and fatty acids. The amylase breaks down starch into maltose, which is a discardite sugar. Okay, starch is always converted into sugar. Remember, yes, it is. So then trypsin and chymotrypsin, they are powerful pancreatic enzymes that split proteins into polypeptides and peptides. So fats, starch and proteins. So fat is broken down by lipase. Always remember lip. Okay, so fat. Amylase is starch into sugar. Trypsin and chymotrypsin, very powerful enzymes of the pancreas. So it splits protein into polypeptides and peptides. So this happens in the duodenum. Duodenum is this part of the stomach, the later part of the stomach. Okay, and then in the small intestine we have maltase, sucrase and lactase, the MSL and peptidase, MSLP. Just remember these words. So they are secreted by special glands in the intestinal walls. These walls, okay, in the small intestine, the walls have got maltase, sucrase and MSL. MSc, remember, like we got to study a degree course MSc, so it's like MLL, MSL, maltose, sucrose and lactase are enzymes. They're secreted by in the intestinal wall. They convert the sugar, this is disaccharide sugar, into monosaccharide. Di is nothing but 2. Okay, it is 2. Di is always 2. Mono is always 1. Mono always means single. Di always means it is 2. So when it is 2, it just breaks down into a single sugar. What does the amylase breaks down starch into disaccharide. What breaks down the disaccharide? The maltose, sucrose and lactase that are present in the intestinal wall. Okay, that's very easy to remember. And then fifth one, in the large intestine, undigested food enters the large intestine where water and salt are absorbed by the intestinal lining. The residue, together with the waste pigment, dead cell and bacteria, is pressed into feces and stored for excretion. So undigested food always comes in the large intestine, remember. So now what did we study today? In the stomach we have got PLH, pepsin, lipase, hydrochloric acid. In the duodenum we have got lipase, amylase, LATC. Lipase, amylase, trypsin and chymotrypsin. In the small intestine we have got MSLP, maltase, sucrase and lactase, okay, and peptidase. So it's very easy when you study. It is very easy. Just write down the simple, the first words and then start studying. And then how the food breaks down. We have got two methods of how the food breaks down. One is mechanical and the other is chemical action. Always remember, certain nutrients such as salt and minerals, they can be absorbed directly into the circulation. Protein, fats, carbohydrates, they need breaking down. Okay, proteins, fats, carbohydrate. Proteins, all the non-veg comes under proteins. Fats, there are different. If you take proteins and see what are the supplements, you can see. So all these PFC, remember, protein, fats and carbohydrates needs breaking down, whereas salt and minerals, these are easy. They are directly absorbed into the circulation. Proteins, fats and carbohydrates, which needs breaking down. Fat contains glycerol and fatty acids, whereas protein has amino acids and carbohydrate has monosaccharide sugars. So these three will need breakdown of, it will need breakdown, whereas salt and minerals can be absorbed directly into the circulation. So if you can remember, I said in the stomach we have got different, in the duodenum we have got different enzymes, in the small intestine. So these three, it helps with these breakdown of protein, fats and carbohydrates. So if you can remember that. So I hope you would have understood about the digestive process. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and thank you so much.